All right, we're gonna do a video with Chief. Haven't had him out in a while. Well, I've had him out, haven't done a video in a while. And he's all riled up and playing hard. So we're gonna turn it off and get him listening and walking nicely and going in a down when I tell him to. All the normal stuff that everybody wants their dog to do. So we'll just stop talking and start doing. Come on, Chief. Heel. Good. Down. Nuh-uh. Heel. No. Heel. Good boy. Back. Chief, come. Chief. Good. Good boy. So right there, I'm not so much rewarding him with food because he's doing good, even though, hey, knock it off. It doesn't hurt to do that and just, mix it up every now and then. But more so, I wanted him to stay beside me in a sit or a down. I don't care, while I was tossing food to the other dogs and have him sit next to me. Ruger, enough. Down. Ruger. Uh-uh. Okay. So what I want to talk about the most with all these dogs, you notice how I talk to them where it sounds like I'm being really stern. Some people interpret it as being mean. I'm not being mean. I just want it to be very black and white what I want. When I'm asking them to do something, I don't want to ask them 4, 5, 6 times. If they're misbehaving, I don't want it to be a thing to where it's like, no, stop, please. It's no, damn it, I mean it. And once you start, come here, Chief, good boy. Once you start establishing that, to where they know what you're saying, you actually mean it, that's when everything changes. Your dog cannot just be your baby. It's not a child, it's a dog. It's not fair to them to treat them as anything other than a dog. They don't care. Chief. They don't care if you buy them the most expensive bed, or they have the most comfortable crate, or the nicest yard. What they care about is themselves being fulfilled. It doesn't matter if that's from you or your neighbor or your cousin or me. And hey, when they are misbehaving, it's just like a child. If you have a kid that you allow them to misbehave all the time, you're going to have a mess on your hands. It might be harder on you to discipline them than it is on them. But in the long run, that kid is going to appreciate that you gave him structure from the beginning. So by giving them kind of like tough love from the start, to where there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it, in the long run, they get a lot more freedom. You get to enjoy them more. Don't be afraid about hurting your dog's feelings. Your dog is not going to have his feelings hurt unless you're doing something outrageously cruel. Also, something that has to be said. Come here, Ruger, knock it off. You too? Good boy, Chief. Something that has to be said. A lot of people don't like to hear it, but it has to be said. Your dog does not love you the way your mom or your dad or your significant other or your children do. It's not the same. Your dog will run away and go live with someone else tomorrow. It's not the same deal. They're animals. They don't reason the way that people do. They don't have that in their mind of, my dog's gonna miss me so much. What's he gonna do? After about 2 weeks, I'm giving these dogs food. They're out here with me all day. As far as they're concerned, I'm their new owner. That's just the way dogs are. Good boy. Good boy. But if you condition them to where they know when you say something, you mean it, but you follow through with rewarding them, whether that's with food or praise or pets, something to acknowledge it, they're still getting something out of it, and that's really all they care about. Dogs are very greedy animals. They will do what's in their best interest. So if you don't allow them to do the bad things that are in their best interest, and you only give them the choice to do the good things that you want and still make that in their interest, they will default to that. Like Chief, when I got him, he was all over the place. He didn't listen to me really whatsoever. He would jump on me. He was kind of a bully, kind of rude, pushing and shoving his way through the door, that kind of thing, which is pretty typical with these big labs. But now he's very conscious of where I'm at, as not to be pushing on me, not to invade my space too much. It gets out of my way when I'm walking. And it's all done without being cruel. Very rarely do I ever have to come to anything more than raising my voice with a dog. There has been a few where we've had to have some pretty serious come to Jesus meetings, but that's only because they were way too aggressive toward me, and I'm not going to put up with it, and I'm not going to be scared of them either. Like eventually, I've got to let you out to go to the bathroom, and I'm not going to be terrified to put a leash on you. But don't be afraid. I've said this a million times. Treat it like you're a football coach. your job depends on it that your players perform. But if you're too much of an ass to the players, they're not going to want to play for you. And you're going to have a bad relationship. You're going to lose the locker room, they say. It's the same with a dog. You have to be firm, but you also have to be fair to where you're meeting in the middle. It can't be too much this way to where your dog's scared of you and doesn't want anything to do with you. And it can't be too much buddy, lovey, gummy bears and rainbows over here, or your dog's not going to respect you and you're just going to be a play toy that he jumps on and you give him food. So it has to be in the middle. Even if it's a little bit over here on this side, that's still okay, but you don't want to go too far. I make it a point to where when I'm with these dogs, I want them to look happy. I want their owners to see that they're happy, they're not being mistreated. But I make it a point to show that I'm also, you know, they're not fur babies. I can't stand that term. They have to be treated like dogs. It's not fair to treat them like children, because they aren't children. They, you know, they learn different. Right now, if you can see them, like letting dogs play, like, I don't know if you can see, but Chief's on his back, Ruger's kind of chewing on his neck. That's fine. That's good outdoor behavior with dogs. That's a healthy play. I can let that go all day long, as when I call them, that they listen and they know that it's time to shut off the play. Good boy. Good boy. So you notice I didn't say, Chief, come on, let's go, buddy. Come on, Chief. It was Chief. And he knows when I say something and I have some authority in my voice that I mean it. It's not mean, it's just the way it is. And when he listens good, it makes me happy. And then he gets to play more, gets more treats, more freedom, and he gets included in everything. So you have to look at it like that. Ow. Just when I said he minds his manners, he just took my leg out. Ruger. So really, I don't want to hurt people's feelings by saying their dogs don't love them. They like their owners, but they don't love them the same way as a family member loves another family member. It's like right now, Chief, I hate to say it, but he's not thinking about his owner. He's all about me. And as long as I'm fulfilling his needs, I'm giving him what he wants, then that's all that matters to them. They're kind of greedy animals. So they're very selfish. But when he goes back home to his mom, he'll forget about me and she'll be his owner again. And that's just the way it works with dogs. So don't think that you're going to, you know, scar them for life and they're not going to love you, or they're not going to want to be around you, or you're going to hurt their feelings forever. They're way more resilient than people are. So I don't know how else to put it. I'm not good at sugarcoating things, but take it as you will. It's just the way it is. And if you know that and you go into it accepting that and knowing that beforehand, it makes everything more easy to understand, and you're not worried about every little thing they're doing, and you're not stressed out about it. Take I might hurt their feelings out of the equation. You are now their coach, you're their drill instructor, you're their teacher. You're their parent to a point. But they have to be treated as animals, because they are animals. And with that, we will see you on the next one.